Industrial Group has a presence in cement, chemicals, paper, metals, and also in the form of joint ventures in the automobile industry. Mr. Khun was trained as an engineer here in Thailand, and then he received a master's degree from Georgia Institute of Technology, and he is engaged with several business associations here in Asia. So we just saw how the telecommunications sector is essentially riding this wave of economic and social transformation in the region, and essentially providing the foundations for the growth of the middle-class consumer market. So from your perspective, as a company that is very deeply engaged in the physical infrastructure, providing materials for the physical infrastructure, how do you see this trend in Thailand and in the other countries in the region where you operate?
Yes. Thank you. First of all, I have to say sorry about my voice. Okay? In the past 2 days, I spoke a lot. Okay? Joined the CLSA forum. It's a must, okay, to welcome all investors to Thailand. Okay, and also I have to thank Wharton to arrange this forum in Thailand. We need you by this time. Okay, thank you very much. So, okay, for the question, I'd like to start with some figures, okay, also some statistics, right? Globally, for the infrastructure stock, roughly about 71% of the GDP is for global standard. But in most of the ASEAN countries, including Thailand, the infrastructure stock represents just only about 49%. Okay. Number one, of course, is Singapore. Okay. Thailand is roughly about 51. Okay. So what I mean, okay, for the infrastructure stock, transportation, of course, okay, telecommunication, okay, then power, and then finally water. Okay. And then if you look into also the housing, okay, the quality of housing in the region. I would say most of the houses in ASEAN for many countries are substandard. Okay. My figure was in 2009, Laos, Cambodia, about 80% of the houses are the standard. Philippines, 41%, Vietnam, 25%, Thailand, 28%. Okay. I'm not talking about our modular house, okay, that in the market today, the SCG house, okay. That is a high-end house, okay, but this is a normal standard house. Another important figure to all of us here, especially national media authority, government. I think in the past 10 years, during 1992 to 2011, spent, okay, the historical spending. For example, in Thailand, we spent about 8.6 billion a year annually. In order to reach the level of the standard of the Western world, we need to spend about 25 billion a year, okay? So this means we need to increase the infrastructure spend about 3 times to reach that level. In case of Indonesia, about 5 to 6 times of the historical spending. Same way as in the Philippines. So, okay, all in total, I believe that infrastructure is the key, okay, for this middle income growth, okay, consumer demand in this region. Talking about infrastructure, very important to Thailand today about the transportation. I travel a lot in the region, and also SCG invests a lot in the region. We are having 4 cement projects in 4 countries. Okay, in Indonesia, in Myanmar, in Cambodia, and Laos. All the cement consumption growth, okay, demand growth. In Myanmar and Cambodia, market, okay, in Cambodia, the growth was about 10%, 10-11% in the past few years. Okay. Korean market also very, very good to us. Okay. For the transportation, is really, really needed. Right now, you can see that okay, because of urbanization, everybody wants automobile, okay, cars. We are so happy that we have a joint venture with Toyota in Thailand. We have 10% in Toyota Thailand. Received very good dividend from them in the past 5-6 years in a row. Okay, but maybe this year a bit drop, okay, because the automobile sale in Thailand dropped a little bit. But for the mass transit, this is very essential. That's why, okay, we expand a lot into ASEAN today. The traffic gonna be very bad. In Bangkok, we have seen already the traffic today might be a bit light, okay? I went to Jakarta many times. I would say Jakarta might be the worst in traffic jam today. Every time I have a visit trip to Jakarta, my last trip was to see the industry minister. The meeting at 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. I arrived at about 5. How could I reach to the hotel, okay, to the meeting room? I used the service of the, police motorbike. Only one police, okay, unbelievable. They can guide the traffic, gradually, okay, smoothly. So I could reach. So I tell you all the security, if you have a business trip in Jakarta, you can contact SCG. This phone number, very important phone number. Okay. And the service is so smooth. So all in all, it's really good.